Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Thursday, September 18th, 2025. I'm your presenter, Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. The Nevis Island Administration cordially invites the general public to witness the ceremonial parade and awards ceremony to commemorate the 42nd anniversary of the independence of the Federation of St. Christopher and Nevis. The parade will be held at 6 p.m. on Friday, September 19th at the El Camino T. Willett Park. Construction work on the building which houses the Nevis Tourism Authority is expected to commence shortly. That is according to Premier and Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Mark Brantley.
We will start some construction. We are completely modernizing the office space that is at the NTA. You know, that building is an old building. Yes. It was last refurbished many years ago, I think nearly 20 years ago. And so we will be modernizing it. We have engaged to have that done in the next, I would say, starting in about a week from now. And the idea is to create a more professional environment for our staff. We are seeking to professionalize what we do. And we have hired a director of digital marketing. Nevis doesn't have the budget to have a scattershot approach. Mm-hmm. So I've said to the team, listen, let us focus on our core markets: New York, New Jersey, Boston, Washington, D.C., core markets. Let us try to develop a market in Atlanta. Let us look at Canada. Canadians now, because of difficulties with the United States, they're looking for options. Right. They want to go elsewhere. Why not Nevis? And so we are trying to do some innovative things.
On August 13th, the Nevis Tourism Authority hosted a cultural and community event at Martha's Vineyard in Massachusetts. Premier Brantley said another big event is being planned.
We are planning another big event, which we hope will be in Atlanta, because, of course, there's a direct flight from Atlanta to St. Kitts. So we have a very clear strategy in terms of what we're doing. And the important part of that is that African-American piece. Because prior to Candy Carter coming on board, we never really had an inroad into the African-American market. We now do. And so we have done things, for example, with the NFL Wives, where wives of NFL players have come here, have been accommodated by us. And so we are definitely working towards our plan. And I think the numbers that we spoke about earlier are showing that that plan is working.
Premier Brantley was the guest on the September 11th edition of Government at Work, hosted by Keith Scarborough.
The Nevis Tourism Authorities, just over a couple of months ago, hired a VIP experience director, I think, in the person of Ms. Shalicia Glassford.
Yes.
And just over 2 weeks ago, a new CEO was appointed as head of the NTA. And during your last press conference, you mentioned that former CEO, Mr. Devon Libert, was attached to NASPO.
Yes.
Specifically to deal with maybe cruise lines and air travel.
Yes.
It seems to me that a major effort is being made to strengthen the Nevis tourism brand, both at home and abroad. Am I right with my observation?
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I mean, the signs are there. The work that we're doing is evident. Devon, I think, has years of experience, and I feel that Devon can do a tremendous job helping us to bring more high-end, smaller cruise passengers and also help us with airlift. We can't talk about the airport without starting to develop the relationships with the airlines. And Devon, I think, is well positioned to assist us there. He's attached to NASPA. I have every confidence that he'll do a great job. And then, of course, in terms of the NTA itself, we went through a process. We advertised and went through a process. And Miss Andia Raveri, she was selected after a very lengthy process to lead the NTA for the next few years. And, of course, Shalicia Glassford, who's well known to us. She was a staple at the Park Hyatt and, in fact, had worked at the Park Hyatt in Australia. That she's now back home. She's very passionate about tourism. She spoke with me and I said, listen, we can't allow this type of passion from a local go someplace else. We have to find room in Nevis for Nevisions to grow and Nevisions to do well. And she has fit right in. She's going to deal with meetings, incentives, events, and groups. and certainly the VIP experience. And so she has been doing extremely well in the short time she's been there, along, of course, with our other staff who are there, seasoned professionals. And so we are strengthening the team.
Premier and Minister of Tourism, the Honourable Mark Brantley. Premier of Nevis, the Honourable Mark Brantley, will host his next press conference on Tuesday, September 30th. The press conference will be held at the Cabinet Room on the second floor of the Social Security Building at Penny's Estate. Premier Brantley will provide an update on matters pertaining to Nevis, and members of the press will have the opportunity to ask questions. The Premier's press conference will be broadcast live from 10 a.m. on Nevis Television NTV, Nevis Television Facebook page, and Nevis Newscast YouTube channel. In more local news,
I sought the Lord, and He heard, and He answered. That's why I trust Him. That's why I trust in God.
with the theme Growth, Excellence, Academic and Athletic Legacy, IWPS turns 60. The Ivor Walters Primary School held a Thanksgiving service on Monday, September 15th, in celebration of its 60th anniversary. A number of past and present students, teachers, and principals shared their reflections, said prayers, read scriptures, recited poetry, and performed musical renditions and dances. Principal Serena Brown, also a past student, noted that the institution has a long-standing tradition of producing outstanding individuals.
Indeed, it is an honor to celebrate the great institution of the Ivor Walters Primary School. This remarkable institution has educated countless generations from all walks of life and has perhaps served more communities than any other institution on the island of Nevis. It has a long-standing tradition of producing outstanding individuals. Our alumni have gone on to become leaders, educators, and key contributors both regionally and internationally. The knowledge, skills, and attitudes that our students have gained at our institution truly embodies our motto: aim at the stars and you will reach the sky.
The featured speaker was Anthony Jones, a past principal of the Ivor Walters Primary School.
This theme could not be more fitting. It is timely, it is inspiring, and yes, it is as sweet as a mango at the height of its season. Sweet because we are celebrating 6 decades of success, and truthful because these 60 years have been filled with hard work, dedication, and transformation. Our alumni can be found in every walk of life, many of them shining examples of what happens when you give a child the right foundation. Over the years, Ivor Walters Primary School has been a champion in every academic competition run by the Ministry of Education. And let us not forget sports. The Ivor Walters Primary School has also held every athletic trophy and held it high as it celebrated victory in these competitions as well. And let's not forget, this school proudly won the first and only School of the Year award in 1999, a moment that they will never forget.
Premier, the Honourable Mark Brantley, is also a past student of the school.
The school is located in Brownhill, and it has become a mainstay of the Brownhill community. And I feel very proud because any profession, any vocation, any aspect of excellence in this island and in this country comes out of the Ivor Walters Primary School. If you want to talk about fishermen, we have those. Mason, carpenter, contractor, we have those. Athletes, don't even talk about those. Cricketers, footballers, we have those. And notwithstanding that the Charleston Primary School has been winning the inter-primary lately, I'm told that next year it will be Ivor Walters again. So, you want doctors, you want a vet, you want lawyers, you want magistrate, we have all of those. You want police, we have those. And if you want a premier, we have that too. And I am prepared to predict at this church service that there will be more premiers from Brownhill as well, and from the Ivor Walters Primary School. So ladies and gentlemen, my role here is really just to say congratulations. Congratulations to Ivor Walters Primary. You have done very well.
Chaired by student Rihanna Limonta, the service also received greetings from the Honorable Troy Liburd and Principal Education Officer Londa Brown on behalf of the Ministry and the Department of Education. The sermonette was delivered by the school's chaplain, Reverend Ron Daniel. Still to come, Prospect, Cherry Gardens and Farms selected to lead new chapter in sustainable waste management on Nevis. The details after this break.
Is not just a beer. It's the year of our independence. Happy Independence, St. Kitts Nevis.
Welcome back. The Nevis Solid Waste Management Authority, in association with the Taiwan International Corporation and Development Fund, Taiwan ICDF, has announced the rollout of a pilot expansion of its recycling program beginning in October for a test phase of 6 weeks. The pilot areas, Prospect, Cherry Gardens and Farms, have been specially selected to lead the new chapter in sustainable waste management on Nevis. The pilot will help the Nevis Solid Waste Management Authority fine-tune manpower needs and parish allocation schedules ahead of the official recycling program. The Nevis Solid Waste Management Authority is calling on all residents in the pilot areas to give their full cooperation. The initiative is about shaping a cleaner, greener Nevis for future generations. Community sensitization activities will take place throughout the month of September, including pamphlet drops, radio programs, and social media updates. For more information, call 469-1762 or 662-9849. Send an email to solidwastenev@gmail.com or visit Let's Recycle Nevis on Facebook. And that's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing.